Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 13 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add in the roof, and then we added some extrusions like the ones that you're seeing right now, and then we added the railing right here. Now we're gonna continue working on this. What I want to do first is to add the curtain grids so that we know the design that we want on this one. So let's go to south elevation, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create something right here. Go back to architecture, click on curtain grid, and here I just want to do the design. I'm thinking of just putting in something that is in the middle for the curtain grid at the moment, because we have a reference plane. That reference plane is making it hard for us, but I just put it below, and then now we'll be able to get the midpoint of what we have there. So I'm gonna do the 1/3. So 1/3 is 550, 520, and then we're gonna do it in the midpoint as well, and then just get the midpoint of everything. And then we could do it in the 3D so that we can see it much better. So I'm just gonna do it like that, simple enough. And then the one that we need to do is right here, because we need them to create a door as well. So 700 for the door, and then divide them into half on all of them, and then 500 at the top. We need to go to the north and do the same thing, create a door and all of that. So let's do the 500 at the top first, so that we need to be consistent on all, around 700. So I'm gonna put this one to 700, and then after the 700 we need to divide them. I think 800 is good enough, and then here probably 700. I'm gonna put it right here. And then here, I think what will happen is it's too small. So what I'm gonna do is 1/3 of this. I think that's good enough. And then now let's go to 3D to look into it. For this one, for the one that is right here, what we could do is we could just maybe divide them, something like that. Or I think it's better if we just do it in half, something like that. Let's go to 3D, click on mullion, and then choose 50 by 65, and then all grid. Select that right there, also right there, and all of those. So in the position where you're going to put the glass door, you need to remove the one from the bottom, especially right here as well. You need to remove the one in the bottom, and also on this one. And then we need to insert the door. So load family, go to doors, and then we have curtain wall single glass. So click on open, and then the technique here is you will need to select the panel itself, So you need to click on tab, and once you're highlighting the panel that you want to add the door, select that and then drop down and then select the one that we loaded. The orientation, we're gonna change that later on. So click on tab, select that panel, go right here. Select that panel. So click on tab. Once it's highlighted, just change it right there. Go back to level 2 in order to change the orientation. So you can flip this one, going outside, flip it on the other side. This one, flip it right there, and we're good. And then this one, flip it going outside. And you want to double check everything is good, and I'm happy with that. What we need to do right now is to add in some design for the gate. Obviously we don't need something right here, but let's go to ground, and then we're going to create SL. So we have something right here to be open, and then right there, that's for the regular single gate, and this will be for the car. So SL again, and we need to select that and give it some space, and this is for the car. I'm going to just move it a little bit there in order for us to add it properly and to design it nicely. Go back to 3D and see how we're going to change this and add more information. I'm going to open some of this and then create a horizontal grid or a horizontal design or extrusion. So what we could do is go to south elevation, select this wall, and then we could create or edit the profile of the wall. Once we're here, I'm going to select this rectangle, and I'll basically create something that looks like this, SL and then TR. So I just open something like that, and then I'm gonna copy this. I want to copy that multiple times because that's the design that we're going to work on too. So CO, copy it in the corner so that it's consistent. Copy it again, make sure multiple is checked. And then after that, we could just move it in the middle, and then SL, split it right there. TR, trim and extend on all of them. And then once you do, click on finish. And let's look at it at 3. So it will look like that. So now I'm gonna go back to south elevation, and I'm gonna create a case right here. So go back here, go to model in place, generic model, and this will be a metal material. We're gonna pick a plane. We're gonna select this wall right here, and we're gonna extrude it around 50 for now, and then select metal material. I'm gonna choose one of here, and then click apply, OK, and let's select this one right here, and then an offset of probably 25. Let's see how it looks, and we want it from the inside. After that, click on finish, go back to 3D, and we're going to extrude it from here So select that, and then we could give it some, maybe in the middle of this wall. So I'm just estimating it. I'm gonna give it some room right there. And then after that, don't click finish first. We're gonna go to our east elevation, and then here we cannot see it properly, but we're gonna change the wireframe, and here we're gonna create a horizontal from there. So we're still right here, click on extrusion, pick a plane, and we're gonna choose this plane. Let's choose this plane. So that's good enough. And then we're going to create something that looks like this. And then click on finish. And then we're going to array this. And then pick here, pick last, and then put in around 10. And we're going to add it right there. I believe 10 is not good enough. So what we're gonna do is go back here and change it to around probably 15. Click on finish. I think that's good enough. And then we're gonna edit this again. Edit group. And we're going to extrude it from behind first. Click finish, and then it will follow along. I think that's good enough the way it looks like that. So don't click on finish yet, because we can go back to south and we want to copy all of this. CO, grab it from the corner and then add it here, and then on others as well. Click on finish, and we could double check it again to see how it looks, and that looks really nice. It gave some characters to our building or our house. And then we're gonna do that on this one as well. So go back to south, select this, edit in place. And then we're gonna copy the way this one is extruded. So extruded from the wall. Select that. Give it some space from the lower part right there. And then we need to offset this to 25. And then click on finish. Go back to the ground so that we could see how it looks when we extrude it from the midpoint. And then we could go to probably our west elevation. Right now we're not showing anything, so why not just add it like that? Or I think the best way is to add a section, but we need to click on finish first. We need to add a section so that we can see it properly. We can double click here, and then here we could attach it nicely. So now what we could do is select here, edit in place. So select just the one that we extruded. Extrude, pick a plane, and then we're gonna choose this plane. Create something like this. Select that, And then we're gonna click on finish. Before we do the array, we need to see it first and how it looks. Best thing as well is for us to have everything aligned. So I just want everything to be aligned so that everything is consistent. And then this is 15, maybe we could just do 15 as well. So that will take effect once we're going to our section again. Select that, array on that, say 15, and then click on last, grab it from here and then from the bottom. And then click on finish to see how it looks, if everything lines up properly. And here, because this is different, what we need to do is change this for sure. We need the spacing to be different, so we're gonna go back to section, add it in place, select one of this to change this to probably 25, so at least double that span, and see how it looks. So for some reason that looks good, so 25 it is. And then we're going to create the one for the gate. So let's go to our south again. Let's create the casing first and then the everything else. So edit that and then create an extrusion, pick a plane, remember to choose this, and then create a case and then give it some space at the top there, move it a little bit, and then here offset to 25, space bar to go from the inside to the outside or outside to inside. And then after that, click on finish, go to 3D or go to ground in order for us to see where it is extruded, and then click on finish. We're clicking on finish so that we can move our section right here. So now we could double click here. This is the section 1. We could now select this gate again, add it in place so that is similar, create extrusion, pick a plane, choose this one, and then create your, and then go to south. From the south we could extrude it first before we array it. And then AL to create the same thickness. And then now let's go to our section, select that, click on the array, put in 25, last, select that, and then put it right about here. And then so for some reason and then click on finish, press OK, the nested part, and then it will create itself, and then that looks good. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.